Hey, what's up guys, it's Liam or Weagle on your Overwatch, back with a new video. Today I'm going to be going through the importance of focus firing within Overwatch because it gets overlooked so often and it really is that important to win games, and I really feel like I should talk about it. And if you guys want to let me know what you think in the comment section down below, I'd love to read your thoughts. Be sure to drop a subscribe if you guys enjoyed. So focus fire seems simple. It seems like it just should be something that happens, and yet I witness it and I've heard other people talk about it, that things just aren't dying within games. Now, one of the first things that people jump to when they say things aren't dying is we need more damage characters. Now, the issue with this is that if you was to take more damage characters, first of all, you wouldn't have enough of a rounded team comp. You wouldn't have enough healers or tanks. And if you're not focus firing, things aren't going to die anyway, particularly if you're playing a team that are healing well. So what's the most important thing to do in terms of focus fire is to prioritize the targets that should die first as a team. So straight away, you want to be going for the healers. You want to take out the healers because they are the ones repairing all the damage that you do for free, and they also gain ultimate from that. So as a team, you want to focus fire the healers first wherever you can. So Mercy, Zenyatta, Lucio, they need to go. Once they're dead, you can then focus the DPS or the tanks. I would recommend DPS first, then tanks, but sometimes things don't always work out like a perfect picture, and you just have to go with what comes. Now, something that definitely does happen a lot is people get into a battle that they feel is really important. So say your DPS character, the main one on the team, is a McCree who's fighting a Roadhog somewhere, and he may even kill the Roadhog, but his time, a lot of the time, would have been better off spent with your team in the team comp, killing things, focusing the enemy team, getting rid of them healers that I just mentioned. Now, the other alternative, and this isn't a bad idea either, would be if the rest of your team actually helped that McCree out in focusing off the Roadhog. He'd be dead, and then you'd only have 5 people to deal with as a team, and then you could focus the right people. It's super important that you are shooting things as a team, because if you're not, nothing's gonna die, and that's the issue. It's not actually damage output that's the problem, it's that the damage isn't used in the right ways and things just aren't falling. Now, there are some characters that really help force this focus fire. Now, the first one is Mei. She can wall off enemies, and I did do a guide on this recently if you want to check it out, where she can split the enemy team with her walls. What this means is that your team think 3 kills, they're stuck and Mei's freezing them, let's kill them. So they are forced into that focus fire, and it works very, very well at many, many levels of play. Then the other person I would say is great for this, and these two can both be used at the same time, is Zenyatta. His Discord orb will make people think that person's weaker, let's kill them. With these two characters being in the comp, especially if you're in solo queue, it's very useful for just forcing this upon people to kill the right targets. Now, the last thing I'll mention is Ryan's ultimate. Most people will have a Ryan on the team, not always, but quite often. If he ultimates things down, everyone focuses all the things that are on the floor. This is great, yeah? This is great, this is what we want. But then when they're not on the floor, it's a struggle, and these things don't happen. If Mei's not warding them off, or Zen's discording them, or Ryan's specifically got them on the floor, people struggle with their target prioritization. Now, what we need as a community is to think, oh yeah, we're focusing them because they're vulnerable, but they're probably vulnerable anyway. Why don't we always do this? And that's what I want people to realize is focus fire is where the actual impactful damage is at. Now, the last thing that I will mention is the Junkrat problem, which I've done a video on. Now, Junkrat's a great hero, he can do great damage, but if you're not coordinated and that damage that he's doing isn't finished up by flankers or dive characters actually killing the things that Junkrat's doing the damage to, things aren't working. Now, there's 2 ways to solve this. The first one, which I think is probably easier, is for the Junkrat to actually change, right? So you're hitting your shots, you're doing a good job, but if you change to a soldier or a McCree and get guaranteed reliable damage and kills, then that's easier for you, it's easier for your team. But as I said before, it's not necessarily the Junkrat's fault. Maybe as a team, people should be focus firing the things that he's doing all the chip damage to. And that's the importance of it, is somehow as a community trying to come together and agree upon what is the important thing to target? What should we be killing? Because so many times do I see a Hanzo sitting at the back just trying to hit these shots where he could just be a bit more of a reliable character and in the mix, and we're all focusing down the right things, taking out the right targets and winning games, because that's what it's all about. And I just see so many times, so often, people say, we need more DPS, things aren't dying, why is nothing dying, our DPS suck. And a lot of the time, nothing to do with that. It's not to do with people necessarily playing bad or not hitting their shots. This isn't a negative thing. When people say things aren't dying, actually, it's just saying bring everyone together and fight the same things rather than all these fights, 1v1s that just don't matter and don't contribute to the team most of the time. So guys, if I miss anything, let me know in the comment section down below. Make sure you're focusing them targets as a team, killing things, wrecking them all. These 1v1s off in different situations just are rarely useful. Very rarely. Be sure to drop a like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and have a great day as always. Take care and peace, people.